Hello friends, welcome to another episode of Cooking with the Commish. Today we're going to do something that's very important to make sure that we do on a consistent basis. We are going to clean and oil our wood cutting board. I recommend everybody get a good wood cutting board. The plastic ones, the resin ones, all those carry more germs in them. Once you cut on them a little bit, you get those knife marks in them, and in those grooves where the knife marks are is where no matter how much you bleach them or wash them or anything, you're never going to get all the bacteria out of those boards. And they also, as you cut on those boards, they also put tiny particles of plastic into your food. So you definitely want to, if you have any in your house, get rid of them. Throw them right in the trash. You want a good wooden cutting board. Okay, so here we have a good cutting board. I have had this cutting board for 8 or 9 years, so it's well worth the investment to purchase a good, this cost me, actually this was a gift from somebody, but I believe it costs in the range of $150, $200, but they last for a lifetime. So it's a very good investment to do. This is what's called an end grain cutting board, because you can see the separate squares here are the end pieces of the wood that are put together, and it's much stronger and much more durable. So the first thing we want to do, you can see how this cutting board is kind of dry. So the first thing we want to do is wash it very well with warm soapy water. Okay, so little Dawn dish detergent, the best dish detergent to use, in my opinion. And we're gonna make sure that we scrub this board up really well. Gonna get it all soaked up, cleaned thoroughly. Now I recommend that you do this once a month at least, depending on how much you cook. I cook just about every day, sometimes 2 or 3 times a day. And you just want to really give it a good scrubbing. Very important to keep your cutting board clean. Every time you use it, wash it down like this with warm soapy water. That's all you really need. You don't really need anything else. Wood by its very nature is an antibacterial. So that's why wooden cutting boards are so good. And then we're going to tilt this in here and we're just going to rinse it off. We've gotten all the surfaces cleaned on our cutting board. Make sure it's thoroughly, all the soap is all off of it. Excellent. Okay, now what we're going to have to do is you want to make sure before you oil your board that it is thoroughly dry. So we're going to dry this with a towel, and then we are going to let it sit on the counter until it's completely dry, and then we're going to come back and show you how to oil it. Okay, so now we have let our cutting board completely dry. And what you're going to want to use is a good food grade block mineral oil. You can get this almost anywhere. You can get it at Walmart, you can get it at Lowe's, you can order it from Amazon. You can get this absolutely anywhere. And then all you're going to do, now you can, if you prefer, use a glove, or you can just barehand it. I'm going to barehand it. You're going to put a good amount on. Go and pop it a little bit more, and you're just going to rub it all over your board. Make sure you get all sides, everywhere. Don't worry if you have a little excess on top, because the board will drink it in. And like I said, we're just going to make sure we get absolutely everywhere. Side. You do this, like I said, at least once a month, and your cutting board will last you a lifetime. Like I've said, I've had this 8 or 9 years. It's still in excellent shape, and taking good care of it. Much less expensive in the long run than buying those resin cutting boards that leave plastic fibers in your food and can spread germs. So I recommend you invest in a good cutting board, one that will last forever. You can even sometimes, I look for them whenever I go to a thrift store. Sometimes you find them that people have discarded. You can pick one up for, a couple of $2 or $3, take it home, do this to it, clean it up, and restore it, and you have a beautiful cutting board. And there we have it. That's how we take care of our cutting board.